Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Yes, day off at my sister's, and well, we got a little bit of trimming extra to do along the side here. Apparently the mowing crew doesn't bother with trimming. Well, let's get back to the backyard here. So we got two things to do. We got to trim out around the shed again, which we did over a year ago, and it's grown up. I think they got rhubarb growing there. It's not too bad. A couple tall things. Oh no, those are briar bushes. They're briar bushes. But then we're gonna clean out this shed, get everything out of here. But I want to do the trim work out of here first. So get around the grass and try to get some of the bugs and stuff to go away. So let's get the Action set up and get trimming. Alrighty, that was nowhere near as bad as last time. A lot of this is like flowering vine, so I'm just gonna leave that. I got the rhubarb and the briar bushes and whatever tree that was out of there, and gotta clean up all this stuff along the side. Might have to pull that out before I trim, but I don't know. I want to kind of get some of this knocked down around here first. And there's one bush over by the porch I want to get knocked down. And Snickers is out here with me watching the work be done. It never fails. Trim line always runs out right when you're almost done. But that bank is, again, nowhere near as bad as it was last time. I still got to get that corner and that little spot right there, plus the side. But I need trim line. All right, well, I've got a couple of the support structures knocked out inside here. I may very well try to disassemble this because I have a beautiful 8-pound sledgehammer to play with. The problem is there's end pieces that are holding those ones in. I did get this long one out, and I got the cross members out and knocked this one out. So my next one's going to be that one. Might see if I can't hammer the rest of the shelving out, and we'll see what we can do. I don't know, because the way they built that right there in the corners, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a piece coming down that this lays on. Maybe if I hit it up, that might be the way to go. But I'm not going to put the camera inside, because if it comes down on my head, I don't want the camera getting hurt. What are you doing, birdie? Are you filming? Are you my cameraman? Chirp, chirp. You're my cameraman. Alrighty. Well, thank you. Appreciate it, but you can get off now. And that is the job. Alright, I got a quick copy and I dig it for. But nonetheless, I do understand why the man wears like a bandana over his mouth. Because whatever grass was in here, the pollen coming off of it has been choking me to death. Okay, so real quick recap. This was trimmed out. It's not my best work, but it's better than it was. Trimmed all along underneath the trees here, cut some of the rose bush back, trimmed along there, trimmed around the fence or the wall, and the edge here around the shed, the whole back wall there, hill. This guy is cleaned out and ready for destruction. These for the two beams on this side and the two beams on this side, I cut off with the Sawzall, and that's as far as I got with destruction. But I got those two beams, you can see the white marks out. Got a couple other little beams out. Helped out a little bit. A pile of wood for that. And then of course the pile of crap that was inside. So we did have a little bit of a underground nest that we had to deal with, but not too big of a deal. And then trimmed basically around the rest of the house. Opened the sidewalk back up, trimmed along the house here. These weeds have been here a while because they are very hard to cut. So once you cut them a couple times and they start weakening up, when they're not so old, they actually become very rigid. So, all right, that is that. I am going to pack. Well, I'm basically packed up. Just gotta grab the hitch trimmer. Take a quick drone flight of Williamsport from here, which I should be on a height restriction of like 200 and some feet, which, considering we are, how high are we? 800? Oh, 667 according to my watch. That's not too high. It's only like a little over 100 feet higher than home. But South Williamsport and Du Bois Town and all that, they restrict your height. And they lock you out. Yeah. What you doing, big guy? Hmm? Yeah, you're settling down with me. Yeah, you are.